March 8th, 2024 Daily Bread. Passage John chapter 6, verse 60 through 71. Key verse 6. Title, You Have the Words of Eternal Life. On hearing it, many of his disciples said, This is a hard teaching. Who can accept it? Aware that his disciples were grumbling about this, Jesus said to them, Does this offend you? Then what if you see the Son of Man ascend to where he was before? The Spirit gives life. The flesh counts for nothing. The words I have spoken to you, they are full of spirit and life. Yet there are some of you who do not believe. For Jesus had known from the beginning which of them did not believe, and who would betray him. He went on to say, This is why I told you that no one can come to me unless the Father has enabled them. From this time many of his disciples turned back and no longer followed him. You do not want to leave too, do you? Jesus asked the 12. Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We have come to believe and to know that you are the Holy One of God. Then Jesus replied, Have I not chosen you, the 12? Yet one of you is a devil. He meant Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot, who, though one of the 12, was later to betray him. Daily Bread Message. Many followers of Jesus thought his metaphor of eat my flesh and drink my blood offensive and left him. Their fixed idea and obsession with bread blinded them from seeing who Jesus really was, and so they rejected God's love for them. The flesh cannot give eternal life, as shown in the case of manna. But when we accept the word of Jesus from our hearts, the Spirit works in us to generate spiritual life in us. For the words of Jesus are full of spirit and life. When most followers turned back and left him, Jesus challenged the 12 to examine their motive in following him. Peter spoke his mind. Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We have come to believe and know that you are the Holy One of God. Peter received Jesus' words, and he came to know that Jesus' words gave him eternal life. That apart from Jesus, there is no salvation. He came to believe that Jesus is the Holy One of God. That's why Peter made a commitment to Jesus to follow him. What is my motive and basis in following Christ? Is it for earthly dreams, success, hidden ambition, or is it because of the words of eternal life? Prayer. Lord, thank you for giving me the words of eternal life. Let me follow you to the end. One word, Jesus has the words of eternal life.